In October 2012, CCH Business Fitness released the Provisional Tax Calculator. My name is Sarah Hanson, and today I will take you through the calculator. We recommend that at the start of each year, you set up a workbook for each client, and 3 to 4 weeks before each instalment date, use the workbook to re-evaluate your client's tax payable position. Let's take a closer look. When you open the workbook, the workpaper header page will appear. This is where you enter your client's name. Also update the worksheet with your client's balance date and your firm's name. If you have a client with multiple entities with different balance dates, enter the balance date for the client you have detailed above. In this case, it would be Mr. Brown's personal balance date. The next sheet is the client profile sheet, where you enter the details about your client's entities. Mr. Brown is an established businessman and has a company, a trust, and a partnership. Make sure you add in details of the other persons who have interests in these entities. If any of the entities have different balance dates, this is the place to update their profile. Once you have entered your required information, click the Update button at the top. By clicking Update Workbook, you are generating the required sheets. Let's let the magic begin. A worksheet for each entity will appear. You will need to complete a spreadsheet for each entity. I will show you what Mr. Brown Limited has been up to while I talk you through the steps. Step 1. Complete the first box. This information is required as it will populate through the remainder of the workbook. If you do not know what is required and you have access to the Master Tax Guide either online or in a hard copy, we have included the reference for you on the left-hand side. For IntelliConnect users, simply click on the link and you'll be directed to the correct page online as shown here. Step 2 is a simple trend analysis tool to help you identify whether the client is exposed to use of money interest charges. This section is optional. Step 3 is where you can add some real value to your clients, the profit estimator tools. These calculators will help you estimate your client's profit for the year. To do this, select the industry relevant to your client and complete the required fields. If your client is in multiple industries, simply select each tool one at a time. Watch out here. If you start filling in a calculator and decide to use another one, make sure you delete the information, otherwise it will be added and included into the entity's total estimated profit. Repeat these steps for each entity. If one of your entities is a partnership, only the profit estimator tool will show up on the worksheet. As partnerships do not have a provisional tax liability, the partners do. Once you have completed a spreadsheet for each entity, move on to the Allocations and Distributions spreadsheet to allocate the profits to the relevant interest. The estimated profit figure will automatically be populated. As you can see from the information I've prepared, Mr. Brown has been very busy. Let's allocate the income out now. If you would like to prepare the client's provisional tax plan based on the standard Uplift method, simply override the total profit cell with the previous year's taxable income times the relevant multiplier. For example, Mr. Brown Limited's taxable income for 2012 was $1 million. I will enter $1,050,000 here. If you want to know more about how this is calculated, check out the procedure which will direct you to the relevant chapter in the Master Tax Guide. Once completed, move on to the income tax calculation sheet. This handy review sheet will show you the provisional tax payable for all of your client's entities. As you can see, for each of Mr. Brown's entities, it shows how much provisional tax has been paid or is payable for each instalment, and also based on the profit figure you are using, what his obligations are next year under the standard Uplift method. If your client also earns income from other sources, for example a salary, you can enter this information into this sheet. For illustration purposes, let's say Mr. Brown will also receive $1,000 of interest with $330 of tax withheld. If you have persons who are receiving an allocation but do not have a business activity, you will manually need to enter their provisional tax payments made and whether the instalment is paid or current. Using this sheet and the Allocations and Distributions sheet, you can identify the impact on each entity and also predict the impact where there is a change in profit or distribution. Once you are happy with the information entered, the spreadsheet is ready for review and reports can be generated for the client. To generate a report, simply select what report you want to send to your client and what information you want the report to show. There is a detailed report, a summary report, and 2 different letters to send to your client reminding them that their next provisional tax date is coming up. You are able to customise the letters to add comments or delete sections as you wish. Shall we have a look? The detailed report shows a breakdown of each entity's taxable income calculation, the provisional tax paid to date, provisional tax payable for the rest of the year, and the likely provisional tax to be payable next year. We also have a summary report that shows provisional tax paid and payable for the year. Lastly, the 2 reminder letters are designed to send to your clients 3 weeks or so before their next provisional tax date, advising them of the amounts they should pay. There is one for where they should pay more to reduce exposure to use of money interest, and the other in situations where their obligations may be lower due to a decrease in earnings. As full CCH Business Fitness clients, this tool is already available in your content suite. Those of you who do not have full CCH Business Fitness content suite and would like to know more or purchase the kit, more information is available at www.taxcalcs.co.nz. The kit is priced at $4.95 plus GST, which is great value considering how you can efficiently provide additional services to your client with the streamlined process. If you have any questions about the kit, contact the team on 0800 10 58 60 or email us at support@businessfitness.co.nz.